Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is No Salt BP. How are you guys doing? Hello. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you so much, Shelly. Aquafunk is in the house. Ozzy Octane Smith, welcome. I know this is your first time. Can everyone hear me? I don't want to be distracted. Okay. Okay. I want to first of all begin by, hey Dante, I want to begin by thanking you all so much for joining me this evening. I know it's late back there on the East Coast. Hey sis, hey Alan, I don't know what happened to your wrench, but I'm giving it back. There you go. I put up a little 36-second video on my, is it buffering? Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me okay? Hi, Miss Honey. See, I'm well. The video that you saw on my Instagram, hey, Tiffany, good. The video that you saw on my Instagram was done for a reason. That is because with that particular mask, the N95, you have to have that professionally done. Someone has to squirt something. You're in a hood, you have the mask on, and they squirt this substance to see if you can smell it or taste it. Now, it will not, and it's not going to help you. But because I was underneath the hood, I didn't want anybody to be concerned if I was sick or anything. As you can see, I'm fine. I'm not sick. I don't have on my hair, and that's for a reason. That's because I'm in the intensive care unit. Daughter, welcome. So, me being the person that I am, hi, Miss Honey. Yes, Miss Honey, you absolutely have to have a mask fit test for that N95 mask, because if you don't have it done correct, if you don't have the mask fit test, you don't know if that mask is the correct size for you. In other words, say I put on a medium mask, air would be able to come through the mask. Okay, and so it would not be effective. If it's too small, and say my face was bigger, it would give me an uncomfortable feeling. There again, going back to the information that has been put out there, there's been a lot of information that has been disseminated. I have read articles from England, The Lancet, and we're not going to talk about that word, okay? We're not even going to discuss it. But this is what I want to discuss, and this is what I want other people to understand. When you hear the word comorbidities is on the obesity side, obesity is a comorbidity. I've heard everyone talk about high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, asthma, COPD, immunosuppression, chronic bronchitis. You need to know that in that definition of comorbidity, the condition obesity exists. Okay? Obesity is in that condition. That's a comorbidity, because in the realm of obesity, you may have conditions such as diabetes. You may have conditions such as congestive heart failure. You may have conditions such as diabetes. Diabetes, high blood pressure, all of that is in there. You know, the Ozzy, I have high blood pressure, but the thing of it is that you can reach out to your primary care provider or your intensivist or your prescribing physician and make sure that your diabetes is under control. We're in for a bit of a rocky ride here. It's gonna be rough. It will be okay, but we gotta start taking care of ourselves, and we have to stop it with this selective attention. Because if you notice, and I'm gonna stand up for you. Here you go. Height, weight, proportionate, right? Still hypertensive. Okay, I am not going to provide any medical information. Oh, Alan, I'm so sorry your graduation got canceled. Here's the thing that I want the college students that they can do. Here's something you guys can do. Try this. Ask them if you are allowed to have your ceremony in September or October. There are alternatives. Do you find verapamil to be an effective man for high blood pressure? I can't tell you that. Only your primary care provider can tell you which medication is right for you. I'm on a medication called Pril as well, Pril or Benazepril. I take a very low dose of it, and they're trying to figure out, because of that condition, and it attaches to certain enzymes in the body that disables that it attaches to the ACE enzymes, which is what the Prils do. There's been for and against it. Hey, Queen of Crazies. And another person you guys can check out here on YouTube, his name is Dr. Duck, Dukvoung. And he's not a quack. He always has his medical degrees in the background. He graduated from Texas A&M, and he's been all over this from day one. Thank you so much, Shelley. I am not a medical doctor. We, as a collective, need to look at our health overall. We can't be out here picking, and even worse, morbid obesity, which Dr. Duck Voung, Voung, he's a bariatric surgeon here on YouTube. He's been following this for days, for weeks. The whole idea that that's being left out of the discussion, or even post bariatric surgery, that's being left out of discussion. We got to get it together here. We cannot be out here picking and choosing what we want to hear. And then I would have made up the excuse, well, they're talking about congestive heart failure. They're talking about heart valves. They're talking about strokes and heart attacks, and not put the 0.6% of the people affected had high blood pressure. Thank you. Thank you, Aquafunk. Yeah. In the community, working to help this situation in any way I can. And it's been rough. It really has been. If you do not need to go to a grocery store, don't go. Sis, please call in so people can know what they can do. Or you can drop, hey, Big Renzo, or you can drop it into the live stream, what people can do other than go to a grocery store. It could be possible that you have your medications delivered to you. There are alternatives, and we need to explore them instead of walking into a pharmacy. You may want to call the pharmacy ahead, and if your pharmacy allows you, will text message you or give you a call when your prescription is ready. You may want to go through a drive-through. But under no circumstances should we be in stores or any of that stuff. And I mean nobody. I don't care what your condition is. I don't care what you have or don't have. To your car. You don't even have to walk into the pharmacy. They don't want you in the pharmacy. All you have to do is call ahead. Hey, sis. Hey, Demi. So this is going to be a bit of a brainstorming session now. I just want you guys to really understand what the word comorbidities are. If you go to my YouTube channel, Shelly, Cindy, you hearts, Demi. If you go to my YouTube channel in the introduction video, that video covers a lot of the comorbidities. I talk about increasing age. I talk about obesity. I talk about diabetes. I talk about strokes. And so now we're seeing people come in very young. Oh, thank you, Big Renzo. That's so kind of you. You don't have to do that, but thank you. Now, hey, Lady of the Fort. Good. They close it. They close. Lady of the Lake says they close our pharmacy indoors, drive-through only. That's because we shouldn't be out there. And in California, we are not on the curve, and we're definitely nowhere near our peak. I have my field at a grocery store, so I have to walk through the entire store. Is it possible that you can call a grocery store and perhaps suggest to them if they can have someone come out with your prescriptions and you show them an ID? That's an alternative. So does anyone have any alternatives? Shelly, what about food? What if someone's going to a food bank? Because this is important. You know, we can't be playing around with this. This is way too serious. Tiffany says our pharmacies are now drive-through only as well. Okay, that's good. Call and ask them. And if you have a pre-existing condition such as asthma, bronchitis, COPD, high blood accommodations for you. Oh, his mom was affected? Oh my goodness. I had a text message this morning. My brother-in-law is affected. My goddaughter came out here all the way from Ohio to work in a hospital. And her father is no longer here due to that. So she had to fly back to Ohio. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot. Shelly says, yes, food banks are good, but get all you need and stay. Thank you. Hashtag stay the hell at home. Y'all don't want any of this. And a lot of people want to, their employers are calling them essential workers, or they need to be out there. Absolutely not. And if you look at Dr. Duck Vong's video, and he says, if you have that, he says, I'm a surgeon, and if you have that, this is why I can't save you. Beyond a pneumonia, this goes into ARDS. You pretty much develop glass-like opacities on the lungs. They can't oxygenate. You can't hold an oxygen molecule, and no machine can help you. The government split crews up to work on. That's a good idea. That's a great idea. We have a buddy system that I suggested. Yep. Use a pickup system. If someone's dropping something off at your home, it is suggested that you leave it out there for 24 hours and you wipe it down with bleach if you get a delivery. But right now, I'm just in a holding pattern. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything at all. I'm not. This is just way too serious. And I'll tell you, I went through so much of this. Again, I've been a nurse for like 32, 33 years. And what is really frightening to me, yes, Marie, buddy system. You know what is really frightening to me? I have never seen anything like this. Hey, my Susie Q, how are you? Yes, the buddy system is that, so when I go into a room, there is a CNA or LVN outside of the room. And when I suit up in all my garb to go into the room, and I will not waste any materials at all to do a YouTube video. I ain't doing that. But they make sure that all my equipment is on correctly and in the manner that it's supposed to be in. That I'm covered from head to toe. All my mucous membranes are covered. That I have on my goggles. That I have on my eyeglasses. That my mask is on properly. So does anyone have any other suggestions for how we can get food out to people, how people can receive their medications? Because this is not the week you want to be out there. And although Governor Cuomo said it seems that they're at the apex or at the peak. Even after you hit the apex of this, the rate, the number of no 2 feet. I don't do 2 feet. Okay, I don't do 2 feet. I don't do 6 feet. You know what? I do about 20 feet. A good 18 to 20 feet. And that's even with my coworkers. That's even with our mask on. And we wear masks all day. We don't stand next to each other at all. Our neighbors have been baking and leaving food on others' doorstep. We've been making twice as much to do as well. That, you know what? And we have been too. And for me personally, to me, I think it's not for me to put up videos of people of me cooking food when there are others out here that may not even have access to food. Okay, that I'm not gonna do. That is something I will not do. I don't know other people's situations. I don't know the things they're going through, but I do know that it has been suggested that we do not go to grocery stores. So why cook a elaborate dish? Very scary hashtag, but by the grace of God, honey, I am really concerned about those numbers down there in Georgia. I've seen what's gone on in Albany, and is it Doheny or Donahue? That was all due to a final service where a bunch of people got together and attended, and a lot of people got infected. And by the way, I don't know if you guys know or understand, here's another important thing I want you guys to realize. This also can be transmitted by speaking, by singing. Hey there, Rob. I don't know what happened to you either, but yeah. So when you're standing next to people and you're talking, you can transmit it. When you're singing, you can transmit it. There was a whole choir. There was a choir rehearsal. They did the 6 feet thing, okay? But they were singing. No one had on any covering over their nose and mouth. 65 people, 45 became infected, 2 lost their lives. So yeah, even in the singing and the speaking, you can transmit it. Hi, Miss Peaches. I hate that people are not taking this seriously. You folks still doing hair. Ooh, girl, look. I'm not doing hair and nails. I'm not doing cooking. I'm bringing you 100 what it is. Usually, Miss Peaches, if you watch your county health officer, they should be given daily briefings or placing it up on your local newspaper's website, and it'll tell you how many people how many people were tested, how many people tested positive, how many people passed away. And we've got an uptick here in California. Our rate currently stands at 2. Really awful. In light of all this, I don't care. You know what? No, I really don't. But if this helps to save someone, anybody, then that's what it is. We can't be all superficial, gloss over things, and watch and look at what we want to look at and see what we want to see. That's not life. That's not reality. We have to look at all of it. And Shelly says she's been in the house and she's hated. You guys know how long I was in my house before 10 days ago? I have been in my house since February 15th. It was disturbing. It was really sad what I was seeing going on. And if you want even more information, look at Italy, look at Guatemala. I mean, Guatemala is really sad. It's horrible. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Todd. He says he's lost two family members. And the just guys, be safe. And I know not, yeah, Demi, it's not worth you not only risking yourself, or you could put somebody else in danger. I echo that, sis, Demi. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I'm sitting here with, because my brother-in-law that also has this condition, he's diabetic. He's obese, and I'm scared to death. I'm really scared to death. Diabetes, obesity, and high blood pressure, and I'm scared. I'm scared for all of it. And for me to get that at 2 o'clock this morning, I said I have to say something. Right. Families are suffering, people are suffering, and it's so serious that I'm going to work on my birthday. What else can I do? We can't go out to eat, can't go shopping, scared to order food, and that's just me. No, sis, no, please don't leave. If you're feeling under the weather and tired, we will be praying for you. If you're still under the weather, sis, please don't go out. Hey, SK Crappies, just, hey, brother, I'm just trying to let the folks know we got to get together. We can't selectively tease out what we want to hear. We can't say, and you know what? S_Hutchinson did ring the alarm bell. She did ring it. She's like, ain't no censorship over here. She did ring the bell. I've had posts removed from Instagram as well. But it's sad. Thank you, Miss Honey. Yes. Yes. My birthday, I'll be at work in the intensive care unit doing what I do. Yeah, they did, Miss Peaches. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And I saw it. They are not playing. And that has to do with a lot of dissemination of false information. Todd, yeah, we do. We have to stick together, and that's why I'm here. And I haven't done a live stream, and who has to be at least 6, 7 months. I just don't do it. Oh, you're welcome. And I'm feeling for my sister nurses down there at Grady in Atlanta too. Detroit, that happened because of the lack of protection in order for us to do our jobs. Oh no, people are not, Miss Peaches, people are not going to shop with consideration, because when you go grocery store shopping, and thank you for mentioning that, you should be, you know how you get a shopping cart? You should have at least 2 shopping carts spaces between you and the next person. That's approximately 6 feet. Anything less than that is not 6 feet. And I've seen a lot of people run around with these coverings over their mouths. They're not covering their nose. Hi, Footies Hub. You got to cover this and this, because again, it's a droplet. When someone speaks like I am, it goes out. It goes into micro droplets, and the person on the other side gets to inhale it. It does. You know what? This has really tested my sanity. It really has, because at first, when I was first seeing the numbers in February, I was like, well, maybe you're being a little bit on the nerdy, researchy, scary side. And then by March, I was like, oh, heck, we're not coming up for air probably until 1st of May. Yes. Thank you, fish tubers. Yeah, it's been a lot. So having said that, I want to tell you again, please put a scarf over your nose and mouth. Okay? Please do that going out in the public. It's not worth you risking not only your health, but the health of someone else. It's not only risking the someone else, but that someone else could be the someone in your home. You know what? I'm only going through it from a public health standpoint because I know how contagious this is appearing. When you see numbers doubling, and you can just put it in, just type in Louisiana and that word, and the family will come right up. And this was all done within a span of maybe 8 to 10 days. So I just don't want to see that happen. I don't. And let's not be selective with these comorbidities. Comorbidity is comorbidity, and it doesn't matter what it is. And yes, obesity is a comorbidity, and nobody's talking about it, and I'm talking about it now. And shout out to S_Hutchinson. Get into it. Get all the way into it, okay? Is it smaller than? It's mist particles. It is droplet mist particles. Good night, Demi. Yeah, because when you speak, you spray. When you sing, you spray invisible droplets to you, but the respiratory tract, you inhale them, and again, your respiratory tract, and that's what it does. Hey, Miss Pandy, that's what it does. Duck Vaughn, because he's got a lot of information. He breaks it down. Yeah, you're a loud person. You're spitting. Most of us are spitting and spraying and don't even know it. It's too tiny to see. It's too tiny to feel. But if you put a shield on and you put underneath the mic 20 seconds or more, you can sing the alphabet or say happy birthday twice, either one of them 2 times. You're good. Do that. Okay. Night night, Demi. Do that. Cover your nose and your mouth. For demonstration purposes, okay? Because I want everybody to really get what this is. If you feel under the weather in any way, shape, or form, call your primary care doctor to get a telephone appointment. You should look like this. Everything's covered, right? That's what it should look like. And having said that, I want to thank you all so much this evening. Don't laugh at me. Yeah. Wipe your counters down with bleach and hot water. If you have glasses, fine. That's good. Good. Hey, your favorite besties. Hey. So, yeah, just do that. And my fingers are like prunish now. Look at how much I've been washing. This is ridiculous. All right. You guys be safe. Hashtag stay at home. And I will see you soon. We just gotta pray. We gotta keep praying. Night. Be safe. Stay at home. Wash them hands.